Good vibes, you got this. Face red smiling live.
And you are certain it will hold?
We wouldn't be standing here if I wasn't. You two focus on the creature. I will worry about the collar.
Haven't really seen Blade since he got back from the sewer.
Carrying Hunter home on his back.
He's still outside. Being extra broody. Maybe you should talk with him.
Good idea. I'll go with you if you like.
All I'm saying is the tower's lost. We're no closer to breaking through Slimerama's sanctum shield, and our exalted chosen one just woke up and is listening to our every word. It's great to see you on your feet again, boss.
You were asleep for a long time. You must have been having some killer dreams?
I hear Venom is still on the loose.
He is, but I do not think he will be a problem for us any longer.
That's curious. Everyone sees Venom as a problem. Even before he was under Lilith's control, I'm sure he was on some Avengers watch list.
What are you getting at?
Venom knows he's done wrong. He's tried. He's trying to reform. But it is often hard for people with marks on their record to get a fresh start.
Alien thumbs up.
This is not just about Venom, is it?
Am I that transparent? Yes, it is.
Person turquoise waving speech.
Let's say morally grey waters. I could have drowned there if people like Spider-Man or Blade hadn't thrown me a lifesaver.
Very well. If given the chance, I will give Venom a second chance. But he has to want to be saved.
That is all I ask.
We've all walked away from explosions, Hunter. Don't get arrogant about it, but from what I saw on the monitors, you did look really cool.
We're missing something, Hunter. And the frustrating thing is it's happening right in front of us.
Where?
The Sanctum is filthy with Hydra. Too many of them. It wouldn't take many guards to secure the building. So the question is, what else are they doing in there?
There is only one way to find out for sure. And to do that, we need to get inside.
That's not going to happen until we get a sample from Venom.
Our list of problems continues to grow longer.
Well, we're not here for the easy stuff.
Where is Blade?
Outside, I think. Perched by that mausoleum. Like the gargoyle he is.
Caretaker, are you all right?
That's what I wanted to ask you. I know you're on your feet and seem fine after that explosion with Venom. But I know all too well from experience that sometimes the worst injuries are not visible to the naked eye. So, please tell me, Hunter, are you actually as fine as you seem this morning? Or should I be worried?
I will not lie. The experience still has me reeling.
It's no wonder, Hunter. That would be traumatic for anyone. People only care about physical injuries of such an encounter, but rarely pay a mind to the mental and emotional ones. You must take care of yourself, and come to me or Dr. Strange if you feel any after effects.
Will do.
And no hiding anything out of fear of being seen as weak, or making us worry. Well, I guess I should stop fussing over you and go see what horrors Hydra has in store for us today. As you were, Hunter.
You're one tough cookie, Hunter. Biscotti level tough.
Biscotti?
Teeth-breaking Tony kind of cookie.
If only I was more teeth-breaking with Venom.
Yeah, not your best moment, but it wasn't a total bust. We learned that it takes more than an energy blast straight from hell to wipe you out.
True.
And that Blade? He's an asset.
As an outsider, you two have vastly different approaches, but perhaps that is what makes you good allies.
Yin and yang, Hunter. Some jobs require tweezers, and some a bulldozer. You can't go wrong with a fully stocked toolbox. Outside the mission stuff, I gotta say, I had my doubts about Blade. The brooding vibe, the sunglasses indoors, his lack of preference between a Chicago style versus New York, which is just plain wrong. But the more I see him in action, the more I think he might be an okay dude.
You definitely left a mark on him as well. He is quite impressed with your capabilities.
Well, let him know. The feeling is 100% mutual. Happy to have him on the team. Anyway, I wanted to ask how you were, and it turned into a full-blown cooler talk. Better get back to work before the boss notices. Catch you later.
All I'm saying is that it's never a good thing when the prophesized savior of yore blows up.
I'm sure I'm not the first person to inquire on this fine morning, but seeing as how you did explode in what I might describe as a most spectacular fashion, any side effects I should know about? Headache? Blurred vision? The urge to murder us all?
Oh, I am feeling the urge to murder now.
You do? I need to alert Caretaker. We should be monitoring you. Wait a moment. You're putting me on, aren't you?
Well, I am the hunter after all.
Ha! Of course you are. Who would you be without your ever-charming urge to kill? But in all seriousness, I hope you feel comfortable enough to disclose any medical conditions you may be experiencing now. We can't in good conscience send you back into battle against Hydra if you're not in tip-top condition.
My collar. I am afraid the explosion cracked it.
Cracked? How big is this crack?
Minor. Almost undetectable.
A small fissure should not be a problem. Your collar is made of tough stuff, almost as tough as you. But if you see it expanding even a millimeter, you must, and I mean must, come to me immediately.
Absolutely. You have my word, Doctor.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Any burning philosophical questions about the universe you need answering?
Do you really think we will be able to halt the prophecy?
Halt? No, unfortunately not. Prophecies are stubborn things.
So you do not believe I can change mine?
Anything we do would be like dropping a rock in a stream. We might stop it or divert it for a bit, but the relief would only be temporary. This prophecy will come true, one way or another.
How do you do it?
Do what?
Balance both light and dark magic without becoming overwhelmed with one or the other.
Yes, I am rather well-rounded in my magical gifts, aren't I? I suppose I see magic as a tool. I use magic, but it doesn't use me. Just remember, you don't need to go pure dark or pure light unless you want to. There is room for everyone's own unique path.
Are you worried about what is happening to the Sanctum?
I try to keep those thoughts roped away from my own sanity. I am deathly afraid of what Lilith is doing in there. I don't think she hijacked my home just so she could rifle through my sock drawers.
I should take my leave. There is much to do.
Yes, there is. Just don't push yourself too hard. You are, after all, still part human.
Glad to see you back on your feet again. Strange and I tried to stop by for a little house call while you were out, but...
Like, bro.
She is very protective.
That's one word for it. Listen, I know you're probably hearing all sorts of comments after your last tango with Venom. For what it's worth, we both just want to say that
purple blue piece.
50 light years of that thing until we sort out what the hell's going on between you two.
Now you sound like caretaker.
Now, if I was caretaker, I would work in some life lesson about fighting a four-headed Wendigo while shooting fire from my eyes. I'm just stating the facts.
Which are?
That you and this monster don't mix very well. Seeing as how he seems to have swallowed half the city, I think we're going to have to do something about that if we're going to stop Lilith and save the world.
You have a point.
Look, Strange and I have been studying pieces of that symbiote ever since this nightmare began. Problem is, the further they get from the source, the more their molecular structure changes, which basically...
Person turquoise waving.
In terms, I need a sample from patient 0. The old slime ball himself.
Venom.
Or Eddie, if you talk to Peter. Either way, that's our guy. We get a sample from him, somehow maintain its molecular integrity long enough for Strange and I to poke around at it, and, well, we're in business.
Let me guess. You have a new gadget in mind for the task.
Gadget? No, not a gadget. Plans for a groundbreaking device to solve this insurmountable problem and keep you from exploding next time you fight the indestructible monster? You betcha.
I like where this is going.
Good. Calling it my symbiote sampler for now. Hey, I ran out of acronyms, okay? Stage 1 in stopping our symbiote nightmare once and for all. Meet me over by ye old anvil over there and we can get started. Oh, you're not afraid of needles, right?
Needles?
Forget I asked. Oh, you are gonna love this.
You know, I really could do just as well without you loitering back there.
How else am I going to steal your secrets if I can't see what you're up to?
I doubt you'd find anything suitable among my secrets anyway.
Whoa, wait a minute, Can it be? Did you just make a suit joke?
I didn't hurt its feelings, did I?
2 in a row. This is a major breakthrough for you. I'm so proud I could be here for this moment.
I'm glad you're amused. Please tell me it's not another amulet. I don't see any trouble here. I know exactly where this goes.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Sure thing. Let's start it. What can I say except you're welcome? How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine. If you find more coil, send it my way.
This should be useful. I hear I owe you my thanks.
You know, when you were resurrected, I was sure you wouldn't be able to overcome the darkness inside you.
What do you think now?
I'm beginning to think I was right. You are your mother's kid, all right. No escaping that.
I know who my mother is, and I know what that means for me, but I assure you, I am working hard to resist her.
Just keep being as honest with yourself as you're being with me right now, Hunter, and you might just have a chance. Might.
Just, what do you think you saw?
You're telling me you don't remember what happened after that blast? Because that was some messed up shit.
Tell me.
You were crying out for your mother, calling out her name like a lost kid at a theme park, while all this crazy-ass dark energy was swirling around your body, almost taking it over. I was so sure you were about to fall that I didn't leave your side. Surprised you came to with the light still in your eyes.
I feel fortunate to have you looking out for me, Daywalker.
You and I, we share the same burden of bad, and that's some heavy shit to carry. I want you to know, you don't have to carry it alone.
I would appreciate you not sharing what you witnessed with the rest of the team.
I don't plan to. It's not mine to share. I'll leave that to you.
Heard about the explosion. Glad you're okay.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Yeah, I had my eye on that too. Practice makes perfect. I think we've got something for everyone.
New and improved.
Even a sorcerer supreme can't rest on his laurels. A good match.
Do your thing.
If Hydra's mystics succeed in opening that rift, they'll call even more of Lilith's children to their side.
What are you waiting for?
Prepare yourself.
That's the spirit. Follow my lead. A gift from the ancient traditions.
Now it's...
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
That's one mystic out.
Hail that!
Just don't flinch.
So formidable outside of Limbo.
Mystics are digging deeper, reaching for something to call for.
I will never remove.
Time for the real thing. My time shot. Targeting systems active.
In the search for wealth and power with just a tinge of fascism. Hydra will never change.
Your fate is sealed. Weak, even for Hydra.
another mystic out of the ritual. Almost there.
They won't stand a chance.
Make an excellent partner.
Hydra's in control of the situation. You're gonna remember me.
Let's not waste any more time.
You shouldn't try. You'll only embarrass yourself. Once again. What you know. The mother protects us.
all coming back to me.
This will have to be.
The enemy has the upper hand. Ready for a real hit? I was born for this.
That was really something.
Leave some for the rest of us.
We've done it.
Seriously, this is about as celebratory as I get, unless there's boba.
One step closer to the parchment. One step closer to putting Lilith down for the count.
You look deep in thought. It is concerning.
Hey, answer this for me. What does commitment mean to you? Not marriage, although if you're asking, I do.
It is a contract bound between people or roles.
Okay, a standard answer, but I'll take it.
I respect my commitments and do my best to keep them.
You like to play by the book, don't you? I play by the magazine. The ones behind the counter. This might come as a surprise to you, but I don't really mind commitment. Stability can be good.
But,
and it's a big but, it's scary. I can handle just about anything, but when things get too good or too comfy...
You want to leave it all behind.
Like a dad who went to buy milk.
I think it is a normal instinct, but it should not be your dominant one.
You know I love a good dom, but it's not that easy. I know it's all in my head, but habits are hard to break.
Getting it out in the open is a good way to start tackling the issue.
And we both know I've got a lot of those. Must have read my diary. I'd count cards if I knew how to do math. Apocalypse schmapocalypse, am I right?
I appreciate your spontaneous nature.
This will feed my ego for weeks.
Hunter, are you all right? I was so worried. You look so helpless lying there, just like you were when you were a babe. I could hear you crying out to be the same way, too. I had to come see you.
Here to gloat, Mother?
Quite the opposite. I was concerned. I could not sense you after...
Your pet monster nearly destroyed me.
An unintended and unforeseen consequence of your continued assault against me. The mystical energies within our blood do not always mix well with off-worlders. But neither do the wards of your pretentious sorcerer. The venom creature is a calculated but necessary risk.
Risk? I thought he was your precious child. Be careful, Mother. You are starting to sound like Sarah.
You misunderstand me. Loving such a creature is the risk. But I do. As I love all my children. In truth, I adore Venom for the weakness he exposed in Sarah's shackle.
My collar?
Every revolution of self starts with the tiniest of rifts. An ever so slight splinter in the glass. A hanging thread begging to be pulled until it unravels. All. You should be celebrating. That crack is the beginning of your emancipation from my sister's control. She keeps you collared because she fears you. They all do. Sarah wants to hold you back from realizing your full potential. The way she tried to hold me back centuries ago.
I am starting to think this centuries-long conflict is nothing more than a bad case of sibling rivalry.
If only it were that simple. It is about you. It always has been about you. Besides, You are the person she's trying to subjugate. I've already broken free. Once you're unshackled, you will finally be free to be yourself.
And who is that? Answer me! Hello, my sweet girl.
Hunter, we have finished the symbiote sampling device. Come to the forge to have a look.
Peter, what's wrong?
Stark and Strange are deciding what to do about Eddie. You think they'd ask, you know, the only guy who gets what Eddie's going through.
That sucks, dude. You okay?
I've used the Abbey's chapel many times. It's nice to have a peaceful place of worship.
I want to ask Bruce for help, and then I remember.
Hunter, hello.
Tell me you found something good. Okay, what's Hydra up to now? Want to read something that'll make you weep? Take a look at this. These are the current priorities. See you soon.
I'm fine. It's Eddie I'm worried
He's lost people before. Never gets easy.
Remind me again why you haven't digitized this stuff already? This is going to take way longer than it has to.
There's something to be said of the careful study that can only be achieved by examining the physical documents themselves.
Also, it's a Zen thing, then. You become one with the old book, and it shares its secrets with you?
Always.
Here you are, Hunter. One symbiote sampler, hot off the old demonic presses.
That is not what I expected.
Yes, I for one am not going anywhere near that thing.
You're a doctor. Don't tell me you're afraid of a little needle.
That is most certainly not a needle.
Well, you say tomato, I say one gamma-infused arc-powered laser tomato. Either way, we're good to go. Now we just have to get close enough to Venom to use it.
And I suppose you have a plan for that, too?
Actually, I don't. Been too busy wrangling our friendly Forge demon while ignoring Strange's advice in order to build a one-of-a-kind gamma-powered symbiote extractor that burns hot enough to pierce the sun. But basically, we just need to stick the pointy end in him and let the device do the rest. Once we jab that thing, the symbiote will be extracted and stored within the chamber. The fluid inside should maintain the sample's molecular integrity indefinitely. I based it on the saliva he left on you during that last round.
I see. And does Spider-Man, Peter, think it will actually work?
I'm not sure. To be honest, I've kind of been keeping him out of the loop on this one. Look, Peter's a great kid. With a big heart. He looks at Venom and he doesn't see the same mucus monster we do. All he sees is Eddie Brock. From what he's told me, the two of them weren't exactly best friends before the symbiote got thrown into the mix. But that doesn't matter to Peter. It's not going to be easy to get that sample. We'll have to get real close. I know Peter would give anything, including his own life, to save Eddie. Guess I just don't want to see him distracted when the time comes. Look what happened to me with Bruce.
Venom is not Banner, Tony. And Peter is not you.
Well, that's the point. I look at Peter and I see, well, maybe the person I could have been if I didn't let money, fame, and my dad's war profiteering get the best of me. Maybe I just want to keep the kid a kid for as long as possible.
Tony.
End of the day, we gotta find Venom first before any of this matters. Given his symbiote is happily sliming its way across the 5 boroughs, it's gonna be hard getting any kind of reading on him with conventional means, as in the non-demonically possessed kind. Thankfully, there's always Auntie Caretaker and her magic mirror. I'd check in with her. Talk to you soon, Hunter.
Oh, and I was just about to binge watch my stories. Just a moment. Thank you, Hunter. This will do nicely.
Got more coil for me? Readings are good. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, these should definitely give you an edge.
Well.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
If you can beat Carol in this, time's wasting, Hunter.
My lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
I wasn't holding back.
Do your thing.
Ready for some hero work?
Friendly neighborhood service at friendly neighborhood prices.
Stay out of trouble.
It's good to have you around again.
How are you, Peter?
You tell me, Hunter. I'm out of the loop on everything. They're off discussing what to do about Venom, and no one has said a word to me about it.
Maybe they are trying to protect you, Peter. They see your youth and feel the need to shield you a bit.
I've saved the city I don't know how many times. What do I have to do to prove myself? Grow a goatee like Strange?
I do not think that is necessary.
Good, because it would be way too itchy under the mask.
I know it can be frustrating, but you should not waste time wallowing in it.
I know, I should be doing something, because right now I feel kind of useless. Maybe I'll use the forge to bake a loaf of sourdough. Really get in Stark's way until he notices me.
You should try it. See what happens.
What? No way. I was only kidding.
Maybe I was too.
I want to get Stark's attention, but I also don't want him to think I'm an idiot.
Your trustworthiness seems so natural.
Peter Parker, awesome dude. Says it on my business card.
With all of the artifacts and equipment Hydra has been absconding with, it was inevitable we'd catch them unloading equipment somewhere. You'll have to move quickly if we're going to recover any of their equipment.
We hear you.
Here we go.
Interesting.
Watch my back.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Is that all?
Good vibes, you got this. Face red smiling live. Like bro. Hand purple blue piece. Liked. Person turquoise waving.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Welcome assistance.
Hydra's in control of the situation.
Lost my focus here.
Another unwelcome surprise. This time it's one of the Fallen.
No one will touch you.
I heard he had a big mouth, but no one meant...
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key. You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Let's get him!
That was even better than I expected.
You go. Pain only makes us hungrier.
Happy to help.
No change of plans.
Look how fragile you are. No escaping this time.
Get this stuff off of me!
You're gonna remember me.
I will be keeping my organ meat, thank you very much.
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key card.
We'll make this quick. The champion's spared. This shall be of great help.
I saw you on the move.
You made your choice.
That was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining Hydra forces, and let's get you home.
Let me give you a hand. Still on my case here?
has the upper hand.
Gonna have to try harder than that.
I am a wall.
So far, so good.
Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous. Your fate is sealed. Hail that! You were too weak for this fight.
That's one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.
Book club tonight. You in?
Meet you there.
Let's get moving. Hunter, looks like we're all here. Grab a seat and let's get started.
I am ready.
The Art of War is one of my favorite books, if not my favorite. Can anyone guess why?
Because it's not just about fighting, it's about how to conduct yourself when in conflict with others?
Carol gets it. For quite a while, all my interactions with people involve some form of conflict.
Interesting.
This book laid things out for me. Helped me understand you don't always smash yourself against a problem face first. You must understand your enemy before you can hope to defeat them. Hunter, you get this more than most. You understood Lilith, which led you to discover her weakness. With that came her defeat.
I lost 300 years to understanding. I would not call that a success.
I would. Your sacrifice, whatever it was, kept the world from plunging into darkness. My point here, until we know what game Lilith is playing, there's no way we can break the rules. That's the only way we win.
So the favorite book of a half-vampire was written by Master's son.
I'm the Daywalker. Of course it is.
Carol, what stood out for you?
The chapter about flexibility in warfare. Yes, it presented distinct situations, but at its core, it promoted a philosophy of adaptability. This is a subtle but key difference from the Kree war manuals I know. Those manuals lay out how to overcome every possible contingency. Because Kree commanders always expect an answer, exceptions can flummox the ones who let the rules think for them.
I have not met a Kree commander, but humans are just as capable of rigid thinking.
Oh, of course. I think that's what the text is working against. The Art of War encourages fluidity of thought. The variations presented in the chapter on flexibility are examples, not rote technique.
And that's how wars are lost.
So I've been dying to know, what is Captain America's favorite part of this book?
After this read, everything he had to say about deception and warfare.
Ooh, explain.
Wait, what used to be your favorite?
Discussions of leadership. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I've long since internalized all that worked for me and examined what didn't. But convincing your enemy that your greatest weakness is your most powerful strength.
Or the opposite, that your strength is a vulnerability?
Exactly. It struck me, especially regarding our conflict with Lilith. So, what's our greatest strength?
Lilith has no allies, just thralls. She is alone in this fight, but we are united.
Are we? The greatest scientific mind I've known, sorry Tony, just defected to her side. What's to stop any of us from doing the same? I don't have an answer to the question I asked, but I plan to do what the art of war suggests. Learn her weakness. Adapt as the conflict evolves. Keep Lilith guessing. And above all, think.
And that'll do it.
Great. So what's our next book?
I told Carol she could pick the next one.
I decided on volume 32 of the Kavat Koth.
The what now?
It's a cross between a legal text, a spaceborne invasion defense manual, and one of those sagas that Thor seems to love.
Okay, then.
I promise it's not a heavy read. I thought it would be a good companion to The Art of War.
See you all next time.
I'm nervous about my book. I don't know how much of it will translate. Not the language, the ideas.
If it teaches me how to swear in Kree, I am in.
You don't need a book for that. Just hang around the war room when I'm running maintenance checks on Central. I think you'll like my choice. Give it a shot. That's all I ask.
I didn't know what I was getting into when I signed up, but I'm glad we have book club.
I just came for the punch.
It's fantastic punch. I learned how to make it in the war.
It has been around that long? I thought it tasted funny.
Hydra spent the war trying to steal the recipe, but the best they could come up with was the Red Skull punch.
Wow.
Still got it.
That went better than expected.
Captain Marvel seemed quite impressed with your selection.
No, she didn't. Did she? No, you're just messing with me.
The book she chose? It sounds like the Kree version of the book you chose.
You think so?
I know so.
Huh. That went way better than expected. That's all for now. You taking off or hanging out?
I am taking off.
Righteous.
Hunter, I wanted to talk to you about book club.
Oh, having a good time?
I'm having a great time. Always good to flex the old brain muscles. I need your advice, though.
What kind of advice?
It's about Blade. I get the feeling that all of book club is just his roundabout way of getting to be friends with me. I mean, I'm touched. He seems like a good guy, but shy. So how do I tell him I'm totally cool with being best pals without scaring him off? Got any thoughts?
Friendships form naturally, whether people say it out loud or not. I think if you keep showing up at book club, things will be fine.
Good point. If I've learned anything from those books, it's that what's not said is so much more important than what's said.
I wish I could be more helpful.
Please, you've been more than helpful just listening to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go catch up with my reading. I'm a couple of chapters behind.
I can tell.
Watch it. No spoilers. I gotta say, I'm loving our current book.
Hey.
Pale skin goes with everything, but black is best.
I see Tony showed you his new toy.
He did.
He is so in love with his toys. I don't suppose he's given much thought as to who should get close enough to Venom to use it.
Tony is still worrying about the missteps he made with Dr. Banner. Not sure he is ready to volunteer someone for the task.
I know. Poor Tony is inflicted with the curse of perfectionism. And there's no magic I know that can lift that. This won't be figured out right now, but we should decide something soon. Time is of the essence. But I suppose you know that better than anyone. We will talk again soon.
On the prowl.
I should have stayed up and watched a movie.
What's happening, Hunter?
Feeling good today, girl? I will see if I can find you a treat later.
Underneath my mask is a look of deep satisfaction.
I had time, I'd take care of these myself. But I have been accused of hogging the ball before.
I will make short work of this.
Thanks, Hunter.
Can I help you? Did you have any friends back before you were, you know, encased in a tomb?
A few. Why do you ask?
Nah, just thinking about my time with the Runaways. You ever miss people from your past?
I do.
Are you talking about Agatha?
Among others.
Makes sense. Sorry, stupid question.
It is not stupid. Are you missing someone?
Yeah, a good friend of mine. We kinda had a thing for each other, but it didn't work out. Still miss them, though.
What happened to them?
We went our separate ways. It felt like the right thing to do at the time, even if it hurt.
I understand. Losing a friend to circumstance is never easy.
That's putting it lightly. I knew you'd get it. Feeling nostalgic sucks sometimes.
It will pass.
Can it pass any faster? My brain needs to focus on other stuff today.
What is it like to have a tan? Does it hurt?
Hunter, may I ask for your assistance? I appreciate your honesty.
You're looking well, Hunter.
Oh, you are gonna love this. What have you got for me, boss? Don't blink or you'll miss it. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here. How's that for quality workmanship? See you, Hunter.
This should be useful.
If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, ready to work?
Hydra won't want to tussle with me now. And just sit back. Always improvements to be made.
This'll make a difference.
We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
A timely enhancement. Let us see it in action.
An enhanced spell. Most welcome.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right? Whoa, save some of that for the bad guys.
Later.
There it is. The creature.
And pretty much the entire Hydra offensive.
No doubt stealing more of the priceless and, did I mention, extremely powerful artifacts housed within the sanctum.
I don't think so. They're fortifying a position here.
You're right.
We're never gonna get close enough to get a symbiote sample.
Oh, I wouldn't say never. Venom problem? No problem.
Wow, you got some serious range on that old Spidey sense, kid.
Or he got my text.
Either way, I'm your guy. Come on, team. I got an idea. Anyone? Definitely should have practiced that more in the mirror.
Sorry, kid. Can't risk a field trip on this one.
Yeah, 'cause you all have so much experience fighting Venom.
Spider-Man's cunning has proven to far exceed his years. In battle, not the talking.
Don't see any of us muscling in when the Mandarin's in town.
Okay, fine. I get it. What's the plan, Spider-Man?
Listen, I'm not a control freak. If you have any good ideas on this mission, I'm all ears.
My only idea is to not get killed.
Oh, good one. We're totally in sync.
Do not stray from path. Yes?
Given their history together, I suppose it does make sense to trust Spider-Man on this plan of his. What's the worst that could happen? Actually, don't answer that.
Happy to oblige.
Yep, and there's Crisscross,
Crossbones.
and Eddie, and a really big... What is that?
Whatever it is, they brought an entire army to protect it.
Uh-huh. Sorry, just need to make a last-second adjustment to the plan.
Yes. The plan. What is it?
Right. Okay, stay low, wait for my signal.
The time wasted. Suppressing gamma energy versus harnessing it. Oh, when Mother sees what I have accomplished.
What's up, Doc?
Eat his brains.
Signal! Signal! That was the signal! Counting on you again, old friend. 3, 2, 1. That used to always work. Well, it did that one time.
Parker, report. Parker, status.
Well, I am under a little pressure, but Eddie's right where I want him. Hey.
Soon we eat.
I take it we're on to plan B.
I'd say it's probably more like Plan 1.5. I'm betting those smaller bells vibrate at a similar frequency to their big brother. May not be perfect. Get that sample.
We have your sample right here, little spider.
Yep, walked right into that one.
Get it done any way we know how. How much is Lilith paying you guys anyway? Hey, it can't be enough. Here we go.
This ought to slow him down.
Welcome assistance. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Do not touch us! Pay for that!
Oh, this should be good.
Your time has come.
Pain only makes us hungrier.
I'm saving my energy so we need it. Was that the brains or the brawn?
Arm Alpha reinforcing. We'll always remember this place, Spider-Man. Remember what you did to us here before. We are done playing games. This place will be your doom.
Well, he's moved on from wanting to eat my brain. Now he's just trying to bury me. That's progress, right?
Just hit him with the bells, please.
This shouldn't take long. I heard Lilith is kind of hot. Any of you dorks make a move yet?
You had your chance.
We will live faster than you!
Looks like it's up to me! Got it! Let's do this! Much as I enjoy this dance of ours, Eddie, I think it's time we changed it up. So how about we try a little smash-up? What? That not a thing anymore?
Let's find out.
Well, this might sting for just a second, but that's perfectly natural. Also, perfectly natural.
We will destroy
Whoa.
What just happened?
Just a little something I like to call the plan.
Fury's got 2 teams digging for Venom as we speak.
You may want to add 2 or 3 more. Just saying.
You dropped a church on him. I doubt he's going anywhere.
Parker?
Uh-oh.
I have seen that look before.
Congratulations on a job well done.
Aw, thanks everyone. I'll remember this moment forever. Which is probably how long it's gonna take me to pay the church's repair bill.
Oh, not to worry. Thankfully, we have a billionaire in the house.
Yeah, at least Stark's credit card is good for something.
Oh, these kids. Real sweethearts. Good plan, Peter. Executed like a champ. Craziest plan I ever saw in my life. Still can't believe he pulled that off.
Yes, and now we must make use of the sample he recovered.
We?
All right, everyone. I know you all have a lot more important things to do than cheer little old me on. Let's go save the world. Oh, and if anyone happened to record any of this, feel free to send it my way. For training purposes, of course.
Parker's plan was chaotic but effective. I doubt even Lilith saw that one coming.
I knew Peter was going to come through.
Parker still has to mix chemicals to make his webbing. What a sucker.
Next time Parker comes up with a plan, I want to be the one.
Hey, I knew Peter was gonna come through.
I've seen, you could drop 5 churches on Venom and he'd still keep coming. I doubt we've seen the last of him.
Just between you and me, I wasn't 100% sure that little plan would pay off out there. I mean, I was pretty sure, but I still had that little voice in the back of my head. If you screw this up, Venom's gonna be snacking on your skull. Even worse, I would have let you down, not to mention the others.
Peter?
Yep.
In any plan, you will always be fairly spectacular in my book.
Fairly spectacular Spider-Man. I like the sound of that.
As do I.
Sure beats Masked Menace or Villainous Vigilante or whatever other golden nuggets Jameson and the Bugle come up with. I don't even want to tell you what he called me after I asked for a raise.
However you look at it, be glad we got the sample.
Now we can get the doc home, keep you less explodey. All around, a good day.
We all owe you a thanks.
I was nothing. Besides, helping the boss man test his top-secret prototype on a demonically possessed alien symbiote-human hybrid has got to look good to the folks at Stark Industries. Would love to get a shot to work for Tony one day. Just wish Spider-Man could submit a resume.
But you are working with Tony, Peter. You are an integral member of the team.
Whoa. Mind just...
Peter?
Nope. Mind's still blown. I just need to sit here and let it all sink in, Hunter. I'll talk to you soon.
Parker's debrief is gonna be one for the ages.
Credit to Peter's ingenuity. That was a clever solution to dealing with Venom. Not sure I would have thought of it. Hunter, I may have found something of interest to you. The means to surmount that obstacle you were so interested in. The secret lies with the symbiote you recovered. If my suspicions are correct, it can be used to disrupt your troublesome ward in the same way that my own wards of protection fell at the Sanctum Sanctorum.
What do I have to do?
Without going off on an overly technical Starkian rant, the alien itself has a very unusual composition. Its seemingly gelatinous structure seems to interfere with the ward's resonance frequency when channeled with the appropriate magic.
You are not going to ask me to retrieve more of the creature, are you?
That shouldn't be necessary. Although a cooperative venom would be invaluable here, I think we can make do with what's left from before. I left a vial of the symbiote on my desk in the forge. If you're intent on removing the ward, take it with you. Discreetly.
Thank you for pursuing this further, Doctor. I doubt anyone else could have made this kind of discovery.
You're too kind, Hunter. Besides, I think our mutual friend has done quite well in guiding you so far.
I am very grateful to have such insightful friends.
Say hello for me sometime, would you?
I will, Doctor.
And now I should be getting back to my work, but do be careful out there, Hunter, and don't forget about the vial on my desk.
Gotta thank Peter. Maybe now the others will start actually listening to us for a change.
Still reading Wanda's grimoire, I see?
Yeah? Why? You got an opinion about it?
I admire your determination in your pursuit of dark knowledge, as well as loyalty to your friend.
I just wish there was more dark knowledge on these pages, but I'm just gonna have to make do with what's here. According to her grimoire, it looks like Agatha was helping Wanda control her connection to chaos magic. And since chaos magic is a hell of a lot more powerful and ancient than Lilith, I'm thinking there's a way I can figure out how to use it to undo Lilith's hold on her.
Chaos magic is the darkest and most treacherous magic you can play with. It is said to come from Chthon himself. If you are planning on dabbling in it, you will need my help.
You're not, like, afraid of messing with hardcore Elder God magic and inventing a potentially dangerous new spell?
I am dangerous.
Okay, Danger. You can help me by not telling Caretaker what I'm up to. She doesn't believe Lilin corruption can be undone and will totally try and stop me.
She lacks your imagination.
She lacks more than that. Well, if we're really gonna try this, I've got a lot of reading to do to try and figure this out.
And I shall keep your secrets.
Mum's the word, Hunt. Konnichiwa, friendo.
Who knew dropping a 10-ton church bell onto an alien booger would work?
This is a distillate from the Venom symbiote. Strange thinks this will dispel the ward. The doctor crafted a strange brew that might bring down the ward.
Maybe he learned something new while snooping around in my library.
If nothing else, he knows about you, Agatha. That you are helping me.
He's a very perceptive man. Perhaps it's for the best. There's no sense in worrying about it now, at any rate. Let's see if you can banish this ward.
The doctor came up with something, but I am not so sure.
Try Strange's concoction on the ward.
These appear to be human bones.
I suspect we've finally found the last resting place of Hiram Shaw. Judging by the looks of this place, he was locked down here for quite some time. I can't say I pity him.
But how would he have ended up like this?
Someone sealed him in and made sure there was no chance of ever escaping.
Someone?
From what we've seen, I believe this was your mother's handiwork. She must have used the Darkhold page taken from Shaw to seal his fate. Literally. And I'm sure that means Sarah was at the very least aware of what Lilith had done.
Whether it was right or not, we cannot change what happened here.
I'm glad you understand that, Hunter. Some people never do.
I would not have expected his victims to understand.
I can only imagine how angry Lilith and Sarah were when they finally arrived in Salem. In some ways, locking Shaw down here almost seems merciful.
I do not see the moon seal here.
You're right. I don't sense its power here either. Perhaps Shaw's study deserves a closer look. There must be something we've missed.
These bones have not been disturbed in a very long time. These drawings.
They're witch warrens, places where a witch might hide using magical means. Judging from the detail he put into these, Shaw must have studied the warrens for a long time before making his move.
He tortured them there.
Yes, I suspect so.
Why?
The witches wouldn't give up the moon seal. Our gift doomed the Salem Coven to an unimaginable fate. These drawings may yet be useful. I will bring them back to the library for further study. Meet me there tomorrow night.
How long did the Salem witches hide here before meeting their end? This place looks so lonely.
I bet you've heard nothing but ringing Venom's Liberty Bell jokes.
Turns out you didn't need my help.
Our allies have renewed faith in you.
Dude, I stress-ate popcorn watching you on Central.
Peter, were you raised in New York City?
Yeah, in Queens. Also home to more villains than I care to count.
Why are there so many villains in Queens?
I have no idea. I never really thought about it.
Perhaps they want to get up close and personal with Spider-Man.
What? No, that's... No, look, I do not have spider pheromones. That's not even a thing.
Then perhaps it is your charming personality.
Nah, Cap's got me beat there. Unless you're saying I'm more accessible?
Or your impressive abs.
I'm gonna stop you before this turns into fanfic. I get enough of that from a friend in Jersey City. Aw, you didn't need to do that.
wakey breaky time. Thanks for the watchies. Have a schmkin Thorsday, or what's left of it. Get nip love.